A blind woman drops her walking stick. She bends down to pick it up, but in front of her there is a river. A man sees this. He quickly pushes his wife aside and runs to save the woman. Just as she is about to fall into the river, he grabs her and they both fall down. The woman says, "Are you crazy? Why did you push me?" The man says, "Sorry, but there was a river ahead. If I didn't stop you, you would have fallen in." The woman thanks him. At that moment, the man's wife arrives. She says angrily, "Are you crazy? You pushed me just to save this blind woman? You don't respect me." The man says, "If I didn't save her, she would have fallen in the river." His wife replies, "So what if she fell? Why should we care?" Then the blind woman's fiancé comes. He asks what happened. The woman explains the man saved her, but instead of thanking the man, the fiancé scolds him and leaves with the woman. The man notices a small box on the ground. He picks it up and sees dangerous pills inside. The next day, the woman and her fiancé are at a cafe. The fiancé warns her not to act smart. The same man who saved her comes in. He greets them. The woman recognizes his voice and says, "Are you the man who saved me yesterday?" He says, "Yes, that's me." She starts talking, but her fiancé interrupts and says, "Are we going to stand here or will you let us sit?" The man says, "Please have a seat." He helps the woman sit, but the fiancé tells him to leave. The man goes away. The woman tells her fiancé she's happy to sit with him. He smiles and takes out some papers from his bag. He asks her to sign them. She asks what they are. He says they are business papers that need her signature. She becomes suspicious. He gives her a glass of water, but she accidentally spills the water on the papers. He gets angry and says she has done wrong. She apologizes, but he takes the papers and leaves. The woman is upset. The man sees her and asks if she's okay. She says yes. She gets up to leave. At the stairs, the man runs after her and stops her. He says, "If I didn't stop you, you would have fallen down the stairs." She says she didn't know about the stairs. She thanks him again and says she cannot see him, so can she touch his face? The man agrees and she feels his face. He offers to drop her home. She agrees. When they reach her home, he gives her the box with the dangerous pills and says, "These are dangerous." She thanks him and goes inside. Inside, her fiancé is waiting, angry. He says, "You didn't do well today. It was just one signature. Who did you come with?" She says she came alone. He says, "Do you think I'm a fool to believe your lies?" She says, "Why would I lie to you?" He warns her that now she will face the consequences. The next day, the man is standing near the river. The woman comes and says hello. She tells him she came for a walk and saw him here. They sit and feed the fish together. The man's wife sees them and tells the woman's fiancé. The fiancé says, "Let them do whatever they want. We will do our own work." He is lying in bed with another woman when his fiancé suddenly comes. He signals the other woman to be quiet and tells his fiancé, "You didn't tell me you were coming." The fiancé runs away, but then the man's wife also arrives. The man says, "Surprise, we know what you've been doing." He tells the fiancé, "This woman is blind to you, isn't she?" The fiancé says, "Weren't you blind?" The woman says, "I was blind, but now I can see." The man shows the fiancé the pills and says, "You gave her these to eat. I stopped her from taking them, and that's why her eyes got better." The woman warns the fiancé, "Leave, or I'll call